So to start with this tutorial, you would need to create new file. Okay. Then you're gonna go to web. From web, we have these are specifications that we need for this GIF. And if you have a background that's white, okay, pick white. If you have the transparent, pick the transparent. Let's pick the white and let's go together. This looks good. And click that, the artboards. Okay. Then you have to rename the preset to, it's the same preset that we'll be using for all of the rest of the files. So we're gonna call it self-diffing. Great, save, diffing. Great, so you have it here, ready for you. Whenever you want, you can just open it here in the saved, and you find it all the specifications. Color needs to be always RGB. Not CMYK, not the rest. RGB all the time. Okay, and then hit OK. Once you open Photoshop, you find you have here the toolbar. Okay, you have some of you have it like that, others have it like that. Then we need to get the layers and drag it. We're gonna be using the layers all the time, and we unlock that because we don't need this one. Then we open or drag one of the images that we want to crop. Okay, so say this one. So I dragged it inside, and if it's crossed, that means it's still activated, like I can resize it and do all of that. Still I can resize it. So to resize that, make sure that it's not, don't press shift, because this will like stretch the image. So don't stretch the image. Please don't stretch the image. Okay. So once you have that ready, okay, you can delete this one. You come over here and delete it. So you have just this one. You right click on the layer and you say rasterize. So you can crop and cut and do whatever you want. And we're gonna go to the toolbox and pick the magnetic lasso tool. Okay, you press a little bit more to get this tool. Not everyone has it, so it's good to have that. Then we're gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's a lot. It's okay. And we're gonna create points. Just so I can select the person. In case you messed up and you want to delete, you can just delete from the delete button on your keyboard without pressing anything. Okay. Once you reach to the points here, to the first point, you see how there is this small circle. This is when it tells you that this is a full mask, a full finished mask. So you click on it, and here you have your mask or your selected part. So you go up here and select mask, unmask. You would change the view from onion skin to our overlay, so you can see where is the mask is. Then you're gonna smooth this to 10 or say 8. Don't have it, doesn't have to be that smooth. You can feather also to 8. 8 is good, 0.8 is good. You don't need the contrast. And then shift, we're gonna go to say -40. -40 is a good number, so you can do that. And already we start losing stuff. You can go back and change that, but it's okay for now. And then you hit OK. Then what you would need to do is to press Command C, Command V to copy, to have the layer copied. Okay. Then you drag this layer, okay, down there to copy it. So you'll have 2 layers. Or you can right click and say duplicate layer. So we're going to be working with this layer. So you would need to deactivate that. And to work on the copied layer, you would go to the clone stamp tool here. Okay. And then what you would need to do is to hit Control on your keyboard and or right click. The right click, you would change the size of your brush, so you can use whatever you want. Then after that, to make it work, we would need to hit to option, try to be as here the color differences is completely different than what's happening in here. So here it's very light comparing, this is darker than this side just because the light source is coming from the right side. So what you would need to do is try to hit option here, and then you go to this side and be on the same level, and you start blurring it out, or at least cloning it. See, already you can see the difference of the colors. So you clone this out. You can go to this side too, and you start cloning the other side. You can see if there's different colors or different shades of colors, it a lot of the times it ruins the craftsmanship. It will look like it's been patched. So make sure you do it in a cleaner way. Or you just pick a picture that's easier to clone. See, so it's like already it's not, the 2 colors are not matching. But the whole point is like to cover the area that the girl was standing on. So you have that. So you have that. Your file is ready to be moved around and do stuff with it. So you can have an animated image. You can rescale it, you can scale it, so you can have, and you can cover like the patches with her walking around or doing stuff. Then you would go to window, you go to timeline, and you hit create video timeline. go down here, okay, and you have to pick these frames. These, if you want to hide the images, so I want you to take a picture with this and the rest is hidden, so just take a screenshot of this and then you take the empty one that you did and take a screenshot of it and you save it using the same title that I gave you. So it's your username here. You save as Photoshop file because we're gonna keep changing it to your username Time Studio 19 chapter 1 trial 01 or 1. So you can save it like that so you don't lose anything. So it's a trial or experiment. You can say experiment. Okay, and you hit save, you go here and you put it whatever you want, like create a new folder and you create it there. Okay, and you hit save. Good luck.